Today is April 1st, 2012, and you're watching Overgrowth Weekly number 68. Welcome. Welcome.
Hello.
I'm Lukas Orsvärn.
I'm Aaron Jacobs.
And today, unfortunately, there's no Anton here, but because he got some work stuff coming up just last minute.
He's off busy making beautiful music somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Somewhere out there. But instead, we have Aaron here, so hi Aaron.
Hello.
And in other news, I'm on the other side today because we wanted to make it so that we actually face one another.
It's kind of awkward if we're kind of facing outwards. So.
Yeah, which we were actually doing before, and I didn't actually think about that. So yeah, now we're facing towards one another. Hi Aaron. Nice to meet you.
How's it going?
I'm going quite well. And also today is yeah. Also today is April Fool's Day. So yeah, the day in which companies and persons fool one another in various ways, I suppose, which can be quite amusing. Yeah, but do not fret, guys. I will not attempt to fool you today. This is an honest show, and yeah, I want to fool you intentionally at least. Because I love you. So yeah, have you gotten fooled today, Aaron?
Not yet, but the day is still young, so
yeah, for
plenty
you.
of opportunity left.
But I've seen a lot of April Fool's things, and yeah, they're actually yeah, they're kind of good actually. They're kind of good.
Yeah, no, I've enjoyed a lot of what I've seen so far.
Yeah. So it looks like a good April Fool's, but I don't enjoy doing them myself for some reason. I don't like fooling people. I love people. I don't fool people. Yeah. Anyways, let's move on to this week's alpha. And this week, you guys, he made it so that the AI can climb walls. I think that's the biggest addition this week. And this, of course, makes it so that you have a much harder time hiding from the AI when they can just jump after you. If you're not, you know, if there is no walkable path, they will try to run as close to you as they can, and then they will jump up and, you know, try to get to you. But it's not working perfectly yet, but yeah, it's working quite okay for a first situation, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely a major improvement.
Yes, absolutely. And yeah, when you're actually using this, I find that it's not working as well as you'd want it to. Like, they will just stand down there when they obviously should be like jumping up and trying to kill you, and you know, things like that. But when it does work, it works quite well. It's just quite weird when it doesn't work, because it's like they can't jump; they're just standing on there. And of course, sometimes they just jump down some some cliff or something and die. You know, that happens too. But it's a good start, so I'm looking forward to seeing this getting improved.
Yeah, I'm sure, like, this is just an early iteration. I'm sure we'll see improvements on it, but it's great just to have this initial step.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. So I guess that's almost the only addition to this week's alpha. The other things were mostly bug fixes and such. So let us instead move on. Let us move on to the next item on the agenda. Let's activate those checkboxes by learn_more. Yeah. And no tutorial this week either. I am sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm still making tutorials though, so don't worry. There will be tutorials. So let's move on to the community segment instead. Okay, so first up here we have the fan art watch, just as usual. So let's take a look at what's going down here, man. And here we take a look at what's been going down in the fan art thread on the Wolfire forums. Let's scroll down here a bit. And I guess the most beautiful one this week is this image by MJ the Hunter. Split. And there you have that. This image
apparently makes a really good iPhone background.
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah, someone shows off. I think it's Steel Raven that shows it. I'll show it to you guys when we get there. But this image was showed in a grayscale version last week, and he was like, "Oh, I might color this," and people were like, "You must color this," and then he colored it. And I have to say, it's looking just amazing. This is incredibly cool. I mean, it was very, very nice when it was in grayscale, and now that it's colored, you know, it's just that much better.
Yeah, there's a lot of detail. The fur, especially, I think, looks really, really good.
Yeah, I totally agree. Everything.
I like the little things like the motion blur, the snow, and all that. Looks very nice.
Yeah. So that's the Rabbit Dude by MJ the Hunter. So let's jump on. We're on page 100 in the fan art thread now, guys. Very well done, very well done. Page 100.
Triple digits.
And there you have that image as in iPhone background. Looks very cool. Scrolling down, scrolling down. Here we have Mr. Auden, who posted a screenshot image from the game Overgrowth. No surprise there. And it's looking good as usual. It's looking good as usual. And Adwuga posted also a screenshot from the game. And it's kind of hard to see, but if you look closely down there, you can see it says, I think it says beware the ninjas or something. It's kind of hard to read. Yeah.
I didn't notice that before.
Yeah. I actually like this image, partly because of that, and just because it's a pretty cool image. You feel kind of screwed in this situation.
Yeah, being descended upon by a whole bunch of ninja rabbits.
Yeah. So that is all of the fan art for this week. All of the fan art for this week. So let's move on to the next item on the agenda, and that is the Cat Palace level by Mr. Auden. Have you played this level, Aaron?
I have not. I have not actually played Overgrowth in about 2 weeks, unfortunately.
Oh no.
I know.
That's fine though. That's fine. Let's see. I have this video here that I'm going to start, so there we go. Alright. So. I'm just gonna switch to blah 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 blah. There we go. Alright, so Cat Palace by Mr. Auden. As you can see, it's a parkour level, starting out as a parkour level, but parkour level. I'm part Chinese now, apparently. Yeah, parkour level. It starts out as a parkour level, guys, and then it moves on to some combats and stuff like that. The parkour in general is pretty nice. It has some places where you're kind of like, why is it happening? why is it like this? Like in that place that's just there in the beginning, where there's an edge that's kind of sloped and stuff like that. So it's not perfect, yeah, but you know, it works quite well in any case.
I like the cliffside huts, they look kind of nice up there.
What did you say?
The cliffside rabbit huts.
Yeah, they do look nice. I mean, the look on this level is pretty great, at least out here. I guess that's a lot due to the actual terrain that is looking quite amazing. So well done by Aubrey there. But the placement of the monoliths and things like that also make it feel... I mean, everything is just placed in a good way, so it just looks good, I guess.
Yep.
And the combat is quite nice as well. There aren't any super duper hard places or anything like that, but you can get through it and works quite fine. And what's really cool about this level though is that there is an actual level transition in it. So this is a 2-level level, I guess. Which is something...
the hotspots, I assume?
Yeah, exactly. And that is that's a new thing. I have never seen that before, other than with Anton's mod that he made, or map, I guess. That's really a mod, where he had.
I remember seeing something a long time ago, but it was a little ways back.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's possible. I don't remember that actually. But it's real nice to see that people are actually using this, because it makes sense in a lot of cases where it acts as kind of, you know, real checkpoints. Oh right, the let's see, I remember that too now. I remember the level. It's excavation site, I think.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yes, exactly. And yeah, he has a level transition here as well then. And yeah, it's really cool to see people using that, but unfortunately in this level it's really short. I mean, the next level that you get to is so short that it's... I mean, is it even worth it? Is what I'm asking myself. But yeah, here's another problem place in this level, by the way. Do you see the darkness down there? It was super duper dark. I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't any brighter for me when I was playing this level. It was like 100% dark. So it's good that I'm quite good at wall jumping, otherwise we'd probably be stuck down there. And the same goes for when you go inside, because you go inside this huge building for the level transition. Let's actually see if we can jump forward there. Some combat up there, and then you enter the level transition, and then when you get in there, it's like one closed off room. So, and the bad thing about that is when you calculate the shadows and then the ambient occlusion, everything becomes 100% black and you cannot see anything. So so I do not have ambient occlusion calculated in here because it just didn't work. So that's something that I guess he should, you know, think about.
Yeah.
And some small things like that kind of make the level feel unfinished in a way, because as you can see down here, it's just just this room, and then, you know, it's over. You finished the level. So I'm not even sure if the level transition was worth it. It should probably be longer down there.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen a lot of cool like ideas in shorter levels, but we haven't really seen a full kind of compiled mini story or anything like that yet.
Yeah, not a long one, not spanning several levels at least. We do have the Raided Town by Zramulis that he released a few weeks ago, and that was kind of like a mini story, but you know, telling itself, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But it would be really cool to have like a small campaign or something like that where
yeah, it'd be cool, especially if we could do like a team maybe from the community, a couple of people kind of work together on something.
Yeah.
'Cause it seems like there's a lot of people in the community who have their own ideas and things like that, but I feel like if a group was able to form from that something really cool could happen.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, we had Wolf Brother 9393 and I did our The Moon is Down thing, and it worked quite well because, you know, one can do the mapping, one can do the assets and things like that, and everything just goes much quicker. So if you if you are modding for Overgrowth, if you're making models or levels, you should totally team up with someone and make a really cool level. It'll be really nice. Crossing several, you know, campaign stuff. It should be really cool. But anyways, that's the Cat Palace level by Mr. Auden, and even though it feels kind of unfinished, it's a highly recommended level. It's quite a good level actually, so check it out. So moving on to the community side notes segment. Let's move on to that. Let's see. Bam, there you have them. All right, so this week, let's actually switch to my notes so I know, so I know what I'm gonna say. There you go. Okay, so Luger Challenge Map 2 by Akazi. So Akazi made another remake, and I guess another remake of the Luger Challenge 2 level. And yeah, if you feel like getting nostalgic for a while there, you can play that. I think that's like the third time someone remakes the Luger 2 level. Luger Challenge 2 level, I should say. But yeah, it's cool. Anyway, it's cool. It's cool. And yeah, the video you're looking at right now is of the level Marauder's Temple, created by Splikorise, if that's how your nickname is pronounced. And yeah, the level has a focus on combat, and it has 2 bosses in it, which are quite hard. So yeah, it might take a few tries to kill them. Let's just say that. And last, Blood mod and No Death mod has been updated as usual to work with the latest alpha. And his object browser tab mod was updated as well, with 60 new rune objects that Aubrey had created. And it looks like Oris is doing something similar to last year by compiling a bunch of mods for people to download, just to make things a bit easier for people. And he also has instructions in the thread behind the link for how you can actually create some of the mods on your own if his download is not up to date for the latest alpha. And in his mod compilation, he also includes a weapon he made called Wakizashi, but yeah, I don't know a lot about swords, so it kind of looks just like a normal katana or like samurai sword.
Unfortunately, our sword expert is not here at the moment.
Yeah. But apparently it's called Wakizashi, so that's a cool name. And yeah, it can be downloaded separately from the mod compilation if you want to do that. right behind that link. And lastly, we have learn_more with his angel scripter dump, which acts as a reference for scripters for Overgrowth, and that was updated for this alpha as well. So that is the community side notes for this week. Let's jump back to the default view so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so that's the community side notes. Let's move on to the news segment. As you can see, there are a lot of news this week, so this should be pretty cool. So first we have Overgrowth on Linux. We have an update. We have a few updates even. And what's been going on is that Urkel, who is also known as Edward
Rudd.
Yeah, Edward Rudd, exactly. He has basically finished the porting of the game to Linux, I guess, basically. But what needs to be done is just to make it work on more systems. So he's working on kind of packaging, I guess. So hopefully we will see Overgrowth on Linux soon.
It sounds like it should be not too far away.
Yeah.
And I think, what was the name of the site? Like Foronix picked up on that forum post and made some sort of news post about it. So I guess there's a little bit of pressure on him now.
Yeah. to actually finish it. So that's very exciting. But also, apparently the latest alpha works quite well in Wine, if you want to try that out. I mean, for a long time, Overgrowth didn't work in Wine at all. It was like, it just didn't work. But now it's working for several people, and it's working quite well. So if you're interested in playing Overgrowth on Linux right now, you can do that as well. Or you can just wait probably like maybe a few weeks or something like that. Let's not be too...
it's not official.
What did you say?
Not official.
Not official what? What?
The announcement.
Yeah, exactly. It's non-official, so... Yeah, we'll see what happens. It might be like several months if he runs into some problems, I guess. So that's cool. Cool Linux stuff. Should be really nice. And then we have a tweet. We have a tweet about weapons. So David says, working on the weapon system more. Now you can carry 2 weapons by sheathing one and picking up another. And that, of course, is something that we've been looking forward to for a while now. I guess everything since he added the ability for you to actually sheath your weapon, or like since we had weapons in the game, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. I think it makes a big difference too with the whole throwing mechanic, because right now in the game, if you want to throw your weapon, there's kind of a really big risk you're taking, because since you can only hold one weapon, if you throw a weapon, you're kind of, disarmed and a lot more vulnerable. But if you can hold a secondary weapon, it can make a big difference on that decision. Yes. Absolutely. And since throwing something doesn't make you completely weak again. Yeah, it's just I think it's just a really good tactical thing, because I mean you can always have a backup weapon, like you can have like a knife or a sword even though you're holding a spear, things like that. Yeah. So yeah, as I say, lots more of tactical options in general. Mm-hmm. So let's move on. We have another tweet, pulling weapons from bodies. Let's take a look. So I added some effects for pulling thrown weapons out of bodies, so it's different from just picking them up off the ground. And some more gore. I mean, can't hurt, right? Detail work, yeah. Yeah. So that's really cool as well. And then we have improving the nav meshes. So looking into modifying recast. So that the recast is the name of the navigation mesh system that you're using, and navigation mesh is what the NPCs, the AI, uses to navigate around the level. They use it to know where they can and can't go. And he's modifying that system to support filled voxelization, so that it doesn't generate walkable areas inside of rocks, for example. And that sounds quite fancy if you don't know what he's talking about, but it's basically... he's going to make it so that the system kind of fills all the models on the inside with like stuff, like invisible stuff that's actually not there, so that the system will know that it shouldn't generate like nav meshes inside of stuff, like inside of a rock on the ground or something where the AI can't be anyway, because good to keep it simple for the AI. Yeah.
I'm guessing this kind of ties into the whole jumping thing he added in the latest alpha, because they use, I guess they use the edges of the nav measure somehow there to know if they need to jump to get to the player, so that can maybe screw some things up.
Yeah, maybe there might be little glitches on the edges, since technically they're infinitesimally thin.
Yeah. Maybe that will fix my my problems with the AI not jumping when I want them to jump. We'll see. And next we have an update on the Humble Bundle, and that is that the Snuggle Truck was added to Humble Bundle for Android 2. Yeah. I don't know. Do you have you played any of the Humble Bundle games?
From the current bundle?
Yeah.
I was borrowing an Android phone, so I kind of toyed around with them for a little bit, but not a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, just unfortunately busy with school.
Yeah, I understand. I haven't played any of these games either. So, well, I have played some of them beforehand, before the bundle, but none of the ones that I hadn't played, such as a Snuggle Truck that was added.
Snuggle Truck actually looks like it's pretty good too. It kind of reminds me of there's an old 2D like motorbike game I used to have on my old Mac that had a similar kind of physics, and this is basically just a similar kind of idea, except now you're also carrying stuff.
Yeah.
It looks like a lot of fun. I love that game. So
it looks like Elastomania is what I played a game.
Yeah, like a Last Bike or something like that. I don't know what it's called, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. It does look cool. So yeah, check it out if you haven't bought the bundle. I think it's still available if you want to get it. Let's check it out. Yes, I have 1 day and 3 hours remaining, so you need to be quick if you want to get this. So yeah, check it out, man. And then we have another blog post announcing Overgrowth villages.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So this is, of course, Wolfire's April Fools, where they say that they're going to make Overgrowth into basically Farmville, I guess.
Who doesn't love Farmville?
I know, right?
I mean, like, I got nothing better to do with my time than to just sit around in a library and browse Facebook and spend real-world money on worthless stuff.
Yeah, and you know, planting and tending to my crops and pigs and stuff. You know, it's great fun. They should totally go through with this.
Yeah, I love how they link to that article where they're talking about monetization and how important that is.
Mm-hmm.
Great presentation about squeezing every last little bit of money out of your fan base.
Yeah,
if you can call it that.
That's not the ethical thing to do. Wolfire would never do that. On a serious note, that is. But now they're going to, because they're making Overgrowth villages. So yeah, that's going to be amazing, you guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you know, to stack up all those coins and clams.
Clams, yeah, coins. It's pretty great. Coins, clams. It's just like Farmville.
And there's a toolbar. You can get a free toolbar for your browser. Like, that's all I need. I need more toolbars.
Yeah, I do need that too.
And I mean, I woke up this morning. I just thought of stuff like what could I use on my computer right now? Like, what would be the most helpful thing to get me through my day? More toolbars.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Perfect.
I mean, there's always, you know, the time where you're kind of like, I just want to search for something now, but I have no box around where I can type in my search.
I also really like advertisements and potential spyware.
Yeah, that's great.
It's exciting. It makes your life more interesting.
Yeah, I totally agree. I like pushing those buttons just to see what happens to my computer.
It's like when I'm the 1,000th visitor of some website. It just makes my day.
Yeah.
I get so excited about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I fully agree. And they look so good also. They are like blue and red and like blinking, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, how do you resist? It's so shiny and flashy. I mean, like, I can't even look away.
It's just really great. So that's Overgrowth villages, man. Hopefully they will have toolbars that are that amazing, though I kind of doubt it. But then again, you know, this is David, so he can probably make the most amazing toolbar ever. Yeah. April Fools, you guys. April Fools. Something that's not April Fools, though, is 1,000 subscribers on the YouTubes. 1,018 now, even. So yeah.
Have some confetti or something, or like Some balloons falling down from the sky, unfortunately. I'm missing them.
Don't have anything like that. I have some... let's see. Whee! Toilet paper confetti.
I've got 3x5 cards for making notes for math. Yay!
Whee! Celebration!
They're not even colorful, but alright.
So yeah, 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Here, I got free bubblegum for everybody.
Oh yeah! Yay!
Alright.
Oh yeah, let's celebrate with some scrolling text, you guys. People just love the scrolling text.
Can you make it flash and change colors?
I don't think I can do that. There you have the scrolling
And
text.
install spyware?
I might be able to make it install spyware. I'm not sure. I'll look into it, see what if my hacker friend can do something.
Who was our or who is the 1,000th subscriber? We should give them some coins or some clams or something.
I actually don't know. Is there any way to check that?
I have absolutely no idea.
But yeah, 1,000 subscribers, and that's of course, you know, thanks to everyone who watches the freaking Overgrowth Weekly YouTube channel. Thanks to you, everyone. And a huge thanks, of course, to, you know, Wolfire Games. You know, those guys. You guys.
Cool guys.
David, John, Jeff, all y'all. Because...
don't forget Aubrey.
Yeah, all y'all, Aubrey, Philip, everyone. Because Wolfire actually has my channel as like
in this video.
No,
I'll show the changes for.
Quiet, David. Wolfire actually has my channel, Overgrowth Weekly, I guess our channel, and mine, Anton's channel, as like a featured channel on their channel, which means that when you subscribe to Wolfire on YouTube, it'll kind of ask you if do you want to subscribe to this channel too, guys. And that of course is my guess. It like stands for maybe half of all of the subscribers that have come. so huge thanks of course to Wolfire and everyone there. And yeah, thanks for everyone for watching. Thanks. Just love you guys. Guys so much. It's so incredible. And what else is there to say? I guess that should be about it, man. That should be about it. There's no oh, there's
Steel Raven's pretty quick there.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Wow.
Why are my cheeks so red?
Wow.
And your face, like this is somewhat disturbing.
Well, mine are blue, so
yeah, you got blue patches under your eyes.
Yeah. Okay, so Steel Raven, I guess. Yeah, Steel Raven is so fast, it's insane. He made this. Oh, you have a monocle.
I really wish I had a monocle like in real life.
Yeah, that would be so cool. I wish I had a mug like that in real life. Wow. That would be so cool. Yeah. Steel Raven, thank you. Thank you for making this image. You know I love you and I love every single one of you guys. I'm sounding like I'm high right now, so we're probably just going to call this a show. So yeah, check out ogweekly.com as well as OG Weekly on YouTube, our channel. Yeah, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next week. Bye!
Alright, see you guys.